Puts it on the floor, gets it over to Clark. Clark back to Scott. Drew for three. Shot Scott, no good. Rebound coming out of there, Knuckles. All stripped away, coming out of there with it, Willis. Council with a 1-point lead and the basketball inside 4 minutes to go. Graham has it. Graham puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Goodman. Goodman has it out front, left alone. Shot for three, good, and he's fouled. Hubbard picks up the foul. Goodman hits the three, and the Blue Devils now find themselves down by 4, with Goodman a chance to complete the three-point play. Derek Smith in for Gate City. He'll replace Will Hubbard. The scoreboards have gone off, and we'll have to see what the problem is. So, I guess we'll see as both teams will go to their respective benches. I guess we can take a break.
We'll be back. Scoreboard again. They have the score right. Now they're conferring over the time, which should be 3:44.
Yeah, it's 3:44 because, like you said there during the break, you had written it down. They're not going to ask us, but we can tell them exactly how much time's left. We'll see what they end up putting on the board. But the bad news that's on the board for the Blue Devils is they trail now 33-29 after leading 28-23 at the end of the third quarter. Been outscored 10-1. Council's Kent Goodman hit a three-point field goal, and hitting that three-point field goal, he was fouled by Will Hubbard. So Goodman will go to the foul line to shoot to try to give Council a 5-point lead.
They only put the clock at 4:13.
That's not right.
Nope.
But that may be good for Gate City. But the clock was at 3:44. But anyway, they didn't ask us. And actually, Gate City trailing, I think that's pretty good for us. Free throw up and good by Goodman. So Goodman gives Council ties their biggest lead at 34-29. The Gate City Blue Devils with the basketball. Here's McMurray. McMurray gets it to Scott. Scott has it out front over to Clark. Now to Humphreys. Humphreys gets it over to Scott. Scott puts it on the floor, back to Clark. Council just denying Gate City the three-point shot. Here's Smith.
He had it.
Yeah, Gate City's got to shoot the basketball. Here's Scott. Drive, shot, no good. Rebound, Will Humphreys. His shot up, no good. Foul call. Foul, I believe, on Knuckles. It is. Foul on Knuckles, his fourth. But Gate City's had some open looks at it and haven't taken no shots.
Smith had one there.
And I'm sure that's by design. Will Humphreys needs to hit 2 free throws. First. No good. The Blue Devils atrocious from the foul line here tonight.
And not so hot from the field either.
3:42 to go. Devils trail by 5. Free throw up. Humphreys. Good. Will checks out. Luke in. 4-point game. Council with the ball. Gate City trails. Goodman on the inbounds. Gets it into Knuckles. Back to Goodman. Will Hubbard back in the lineup too for Gate City. Here's Goodman. Goodman has it. Stomps, 15-footer. No good. Knuckles with a rebound. Probably not the shot Council wanted. Knuckles has it. Tipped out of bounds by Clark. It'll belong to Council. Timeout. Council. They lead by 4. We'll be back.
26 to play as the Titans team comes out to watch the end of this contest. See who they might play tomorrow night.
That's right. So Council will have the basketball. Graham to inbounds. They lead by 4, 3:26 to go. Graham on the inbounds to Goodman. Goodman has it. Goodman out front. He's going to give it up now to Graham. Graham guarded by McMurray. Gets it back to Epling. Epling with it. Back to Goodman. Goodman has it. Right side. Drives along the baseline. His shot up. It'll go. Good. 36-30. Council leads. 2:58 to go. Clark with it for the Blue Devils. Gets it over to McMurray. McMurray has it out front. He'll stop, pop a three. Shot good. McMurray for three. Timeout, Gate City. They've cut the lead to 3. We'll be back. .247 to go in regulation. Gate City trails by 3. Council has it. And here's the lob in front court to Goodman. Goodman drives down. His shot up over Clark. No good. He's fouled by Clark. Foul on Clark's his 3rd.
9th team foul on Gate City.
Kent Goodman will shoot 2. They're just letting Goodman handle the basketball, set screens for him, and he eventually either gets a shot, gets fouled, or free throw good. That foul was on Luke Humphreys, not Nate Clark. Goodman hits a free throw, extends Council's lead back to 4. 2:39 to go. Goodman's second free throw, also good. Goodman has 18, make it 20 points. Council leads by 5. Gate City must score every time. McMurray's 3, good. That's a good way to score. McMurray with 3, Gate City within 2, 2:24 to go. Goodman on the inbounds to Knuckles, back to Goodman. Gate City needs a stop right here. Plenty of time to go. A lot of scoring to be done yet. Goodman has it out front to Graham. Graham hits it over to Goodman. Goodman guarded by Clark. Goodman has it out front. Clark guards him now to Graham. Council look for a backdoor cut. Here's Graham with it. Picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Knuckles. Knuckles gets it to Epling. Epling back to Knuckles. They'll hand it to Goodman. Goodman with it. Tries to get the baseline. Can't do it. So he'll circle back out front. Give it to Graham. Graham, he'll be left open. Drives down the lane. Shot up good. Lee Graham. And that's minute 35 to go. Devils trail by 4. Clark has it. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. Gets it to Hubbard. Hubbard with it. Can't get it to McMurray. Hubbard swings it over here. Scott in the corner. Clark for 3. Shot. No good. Long rebound run down. Humphreys has a hand on it. Ball on the floor. Who's got it? Council has it. Now we have a held ball. Possession error. Gate City. 1:16 to go. Devils trailing by 4, but they'll have the basketball. The next foul on the Blue Devils will put Council in the double bonus, so every foul from here on out, Council's going to be shooting 2.
Barton in for Willis for the Cobras.
Derek Smith in for the Blue Devils. Gate City with their most three-point shooters out there. Clark has it for Gate City. Gets it over to Scott. Scott with it. Can't get it to McMurray. Scott is hounded and he falls out of bounds. No, he's fouled.
By Barton.
21, they say. Graham picks up the foul. His second.
Got to make these.
Yeah, Drew Scott shooting 1-1. Devils trailing by 4, 64 seconds to go. The winner goes to tomorrow night's championship game and to the quarterfinals next week. The loser is done for the season.
Willis back in for Barton.
So Drew Scott shooting 1-1. Free throw, good. 40-37, a 1-possession game. Scott will have his second. Free throw up and good. Scott cuts Council's lead to 2. It's 40-38, 64 seconds to go. Goodman on the inbound. Goodman gets it in to Knuckles, back to Goodman. Goodman, he's trapped, picks up his dribble, and nope, it's going to be called on the foul. The Blue Devils called with a foul. Either Clark or Hubbard. We'll see who they post. And what do we have?
An officials conference.
I think Salyers might have called something different than what Mullins called. We'll see. I guess not. So Kent Goodman will have 2 shots for Council. Goodman 4 out of 5 on the night from the free throw line. 22 points, So Goodman with 56 seconds to go. Free throw up and good. He missed his first one. He's not missed one since. Barton in, Willis out for Council. Still a one-possession game. Goodman can make it a two-possession game if he hits the free throw. Goodman, free throw up and good. So the Devils trailing by 4. Have to score and get a stop. Gate City has it with Clark. Clark hands it over to McMurray. McMurray stops, pops, shot, good for 3. Jesse McMurray. Timeout, Gate City. Council leads 42-41, 45 seconds to go. We'll be back. 45 seconds to go. Gate City trails by 1, 42-41. Council has the basketball. And it'll be Kent Goodman to throw it in. Goodman looks, gets it into Graham. Graham double teamed in back court. Lobs it over here to Epling. Epling rips it in front court to Barton. Barton has it. He'll hold it up. Wait on Goodman. Ball stripped. Ball on the floor. And Gate City has the basketball. Will Hubbard. And he calls timeout before the turnover. We've got a timeout on the floor. The Blue Devils trail 42-41. 34 seconds to go. We'll be back.
34 seconds to play. Council 42, Gate City 41.
Goodman got in a trap there and lost control of the ball, or was it Graham? It was Graham or Goodman. Well, only two touches it very much for Council. Will Hubbard alertly dives on the basketball, calls timeout. The Blue Devils have it. Possession area, though, goes to Council, so we don't want anything to go that way. So Gate City has it, trailing by 1. Clark with it for the Blue Devils. Clark has it in front court, gets it over in the corner. Smith open for the 3. Shot, Derek, long, no good. Hubbard gets the rebound for Gate City. Hubbard gets it out front, Scott. Scott walks. And he did. And 21 seconds to go. Council has the ball off the turnover. They'll ask for a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bounce in front of the Gate City bench. With 20 seconds to play, up by 1. And Goodman to inbound.
And Gate City will have to foul. There's Knuckles with it. Knuckles is fouled by Hubbard.
18 seconds.
Hubbard picks up his 4th. Knuckles 4-4 on the night from the free throw line. Still, if he hits both, still a one-possession game. Blue Devils would be trailing by 3 if he hits them both. So, again, as it did Tuesday night, it'll come down close to, it'll come down to the buzzer. They say that's 5 fouls on Hubbard. I missed one somewhere. So Will foul out. Will, a senior, he hopes the Blue Devils can pull it out so he can play another game in a Blue Devil uniform.
We're going to send Luke Humphreys in.
It'll be Scott, Smith, 2 seniors, Clark, McMurray, Luke Humphreys for Gate City. So 18.6 seconds to go. 42-41 to score. Council leads. They'll have James Knuckles, who's 4-4 from the free throw line tonight, shooting 2. Knuckles' first free throw. Good. Knuckles, second free throw, good. So a 3-point lead, Gate City with the basketball, needing a 3 to tie. Here's McMurray with it. McMurray off the screen by Scott, stops, pops a 3, not close, rebound Willis. Willis is fouled by McMurray. And there'll be 8.4 seconds to go, and Willis goes to the free throw line. If he hits one, it's probably over. So the Blue Devils will need a miracle now, and they do happen occasionally. As Willis shoots 2. If he hits the first, which he doesn't. So now the Blue Devils have to hope Willis misses this one. 44-41. Council leads 8.4 seconds. Willis free throw good. Willis hits 1 out of 2. Here's Gate City's Nate Clark. Shot up, no good. Rebound Clark. His shot up good as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it. Gate City loses here tonight to Council. 45-43. We'll be back to wrap it up after these messages.
As they finish the season 19-6 after tonight's loss to Council, 45-43. And that'll wrap up the basketball career for Will Hubbard, Chris Kilgore, Drew Scott, and Derek Smith. Got to give the defense credit for Council.
Yeah, Council, you know, they certainly play good defense, and they use their two real good players, Graham and Goodman, to their advantage. They ran their offense pretty good. Gate City did a decent job in the first half, really for 3 quarters. But the fourth quarter, Council just, they came out and scored 22 points in the fourth quarter. Mike, they only had 23 the first 3 quarters. So, Council kind of turned it up on the Blue Devils there late and, outscored them 6-1 in the first couple of 2.5 minutes of the quarter. Got tied and really controlled the game down the stretch. The Blue Devils just couldn't get back even with them. Give Council credit. They certainly deserve to win the basketball game. The Blue Devils come up just a little bit short here tonight. We'll take a look at the final scoring. Kent Goodman for Council had 21 points to lead Council. He's the only man in double figures. Lee Graham with 8, Caleb Epling 3, Justin Willis with 3, and James Knuckles with 8. For the Gate City Blue Devils, Will Hubbard. And as you said, the final game for the Blue Devils. 2 field goals, 1 of 2 from the line. Will had 5 points. Jesse McMurray, 4 field goals, 1 of 2 from the line. McMurray leads with 13. Nate Clark, he had 4 field goals, 2 of 2 from the line, 10 points. Drew Scott had a 2-point field goal and a 3-point field goal, 2 of 2 from the line. Drew in his final game as a Blue Devil has 7. Marquis Stepp was 0 of 2 from the line. Will Humphreys had a field goal, 2 of 4 from the line for 4 points. And Derek Smith, likewise a senior for the Blue Devils, 2 field goals, 4 points. Gate City actually had more field goals tonight than Council. Gate City had 10 twos and 5 threes. Council had 10 twos and 4 threes. But Council 11 out of 15 from the free throw line. The Blue Devils 8 out of 14. And that's the difference here tonight. The Blue Devils outscored Council 10-9 in the first, 9-5 in the second. Each team had 9 in the third quarters, and the Blue Devils led 28-23 headed to the fourth quarter. But the fourth quarter, the Council Cobras outscored Gate City by a 22-15 count to win here in the Region D semifinals, 45-43.
So tomorrow night, Council will take on either J.I. Burton or Twin Springs. Championship game at around 8:30, as the girls' championship game is first, beginning at 7 o'clock. Of course, Council will advance to the state tournament next week. Again, Council ends Gate City season with a 45-43 win here at Castlewood High School. We have coming up Burton and Twin Springs.